Hi guys, my name is Dr. Mallory Quinn, and I am a recent graduate of the Rural Alberta North Family Medicine Residency Program based out of Grande Prairie. Work-life balance became a priority for me in 2009 when I was diagnosed with Crohn's disease. Keeping my stress levels managed became key to keeping myself healthy, and I've approached this in a variety of ways, a couple of which I'll talk about now. There's a theory that we use when we're trying to describe invisible illnesses to patients, like Crohn's disease. It's called the spoon theory, and the basic premise is that while most people have an unlimited amount of spoons with which to accomplish their daily tasks, some people have a limited number, and that number changes daily. Some days, my spoons are used up before I even make it out the door. Other days I have leftovers at the end of the day. In order to strike balance in my life, I portion out my spoons, prioritizing what I need to accomplish on a given day. I'm lucky enough to be surrounded by an extremely supportive group of colleagues, friends, and family who understand that some days I just don't have the spoons to be able to go out to dinner after work or make it to an event, or some days even make it through a full work day. Obviously, residency is not without its struggles, including the fact that I took a short hiatus in my first year to undergo my second bowel resection, or the fact that caffeine is a trigger food for my Crohn's, and I'm still not entirely sure how I made it through medical school and residency without coffee. What kept me sane and well throughout all of residency is pursuing things that have nothing to do with medicine, but are important to me as a whole person. One of the main things with this includes coaching the local junior cross-country ski racing team 3 times a week. The kids I coach could care less what I do for a living. They show up to practice, work hard, and their only goal is to become a faster skier, asking for my help along the way. I was a competitive skier myself growing up, and I love that I have the chance to pay that forward to the new generation. I'm also working on a list of 40 things to do before I turn 40, which, despite how young the ski kids think I am, gives me 7 years. As you can see, a couple of the items have been ticked off already. This list is probably the best representation I have of my attempts at work-life balance. I decided when I was 13 to become a doctor. 20 years later and a few bumps in the road, I've accomplished that goal. But along the way, I discovered that my career doesn't define who I am as a person. Rather, it's all of my experiences, and the future ones on this list, that do. Thank you for considering my application for this scholarship. If successful, I would be using it towards the pursuit of this work-life balance, both for myself and for my colleagues and friends. Thank you.